Speedrunners are, in my opinion, some of the most insane gamers on the planet. They spend years and years honing their craft, learning how to be just that little bit better, grinding for months and weeks just for the small glimmer of hope that they might shave 0.2 seconds off their run. But I reacted to a video that shows the story of how one speedrunner just killed the Pokemon Red speedrunning category. It's dead, it's been shot in the head, and it's been double tapped. Because some of the strategies in this run require a speedrunner with a magnum dong and balls the size of the Empire State Building. This strategy just killed Pokemon speedrunning. Here's why.
The legendary speedrunner, Pokeguy, just beat the old world.
Pokeguy 84. That's like the legendary Zelda speedrunner, Zelda Man 62.
Full minute.
The legendary Mario speedrunner, Luigi 25.
403, like what the
Thanks in part to a super risky strategy he used called Sylph Bar. So people are now claiming that red any percent glitch.
I love the way that they name different parts of doing a run or different glitches. They just name the glitch after either like who made it or what you do. There could be like the Kami lick skip where you have a lick-a-tongue and you use lick at a certain frame and it saves you 5 minutes of time. And we're just like, oh, we use that, the big licky skip.
Straight up a dead category because of how insane this record was. So to understand
what did he do?
Batshit insane this is and why this run is so legendary, we got to take a look at the leaderboards. So if you take a look at the leaderboard here, for 2 years, since 2020, Huangbro had the world record of 145.05 and the close.
This board has been so stagnant. People have been running Pokemon Red for so long and it's been so stagnant. Look at this. We have one from 4 years ago that used to be like the highest. And then it's like 2 years and we have like a 1 month and we have 2 years ago. People are still doing runs from this all the time, but it's just not getting on there. It's not getting updated.
This Pokeguy got was 145.06. And he told me that for a 4-month span in 2022, he attempted to best Huangbro's world record. He had it before, but Huangbro got it from him in 2020. He was grinding runs. Closest he got was a second off Huangbro. And then even the runs afterwards.
A second! Imagine grinding something for 6 months of your life to get a second off. Oh my God, that's insane. There's no one that grinds things like this. Speedrunners are genuinely just crazy. They will sit there and grind for years of their life just to do something a second faster. I have so much respect. I have no will or desire to do anything like that ever. I'd rather cut off all my fingers than play like that.
Being shaved off. At this point, many in the community had made the claim that sub 145 was impossible. There's not a ton of time to be gained. So to understand this gargantuan journey that
this is like a perfected run.
Let's take a look real quick at Huangbro's record. The best way I could explain Huangbro's run here is that it's just a clean run. Not a ton of risky strats. Yeah, just a super clean run. So he did something called Gentleman's Candy that he does.
Gentleman's Candy. What are we naming this stuff? This is insane. Also, if you're new to Pokemon Red speedrunning, the best way to speedrun Pokemon Red is to just grab a Nidoking and like spam X accuracy, spam Horn Drill, and all that stuff.
Right
you just
here. Yeah, so
Nidoking is insane for this.
You take a little bit of time to battle this optional trainer. You beat this gentleman, you get this rare candy, and then it guarantees you certain KOs in the run. Even in his commentary of
you get
this
the candy, you pass
will
out.
Tell you that he was optimizing for safety.
It's better for me to take this extra trainer and get a lot safer for the next few splits. Normally people don't fight at all, let alone on like world record attempts. Like I wanted to guarantee a little bit more safety in the next coming splits.
He's so low on health.
Pokeguy did the opposite. So what was...
He's also really low on health because I believe when the song plays, it like speeds up the animations or something like that. There's some kind of benefit to being really low health, and that's so risky because if you get hit, you get knocked out, you get sent back to the Pokemon Center, boom, your run is done. Because the run is so optimized that if you get even the slightest bit wrong, you get even the slightest bit not accurate, then you have to restart the entire run. And that's like an hour of your life just gone.
The strat that won. Well, like I mentioned earlier, the strat that won is called Sylph Bar. But to understand Sylph Bar, we need to talk about Red Bar. In case you didn't know, for these runs, you use Nidoking as your solo Pokemon that just sweeps through everything. But it's actually optimal. And what makes this run so fun to watch is that it's best to keep your Nidoqueen in the red zone, like at red health. So the advantage of the Red Bar is that when the low health sound plays, it skips every Pokemon cry, it skips every death
Oh,
cry, and
that's
it skips every
right.
level jingle that normally plays. And then it also saves a frame per text box. So for example, if you were to have your Nidoking's health in the red from Lieutenant Surge fight all the way to the Pokemon Tower, it would be over a minute of time saved just by having the...
That's crazy. That is so much time saved. An incredible amount of time. And with a run that is so optimized and perfected, like you have to use it. Like there's no way, you just have to use it. I can't wait to see how he managed to shave a minute off, because the new world record is like 1 hour and 44 minutes. And if it's so optimized and so perfected, how could you possibly get an entire minute off if every second is so valuable? I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
Playing. So it was attempt number
Give me anxiety.
2800 where the magic happened. And I just want to make a disclaimer that it wasn't just the Sylph bar that allowed Pokeguy to get such a good run. The entire run was good up until he employed the strat. So important things to mention. First of all, Pokeguy had 0 extra encounters in the early game. So what does that mean? In Pokemon Red, there's some RNG manipulations that will allow you to avoid wild encounters with Pokemon, but that's not consistent throughout the entire run. It's mostly just for the beginning part. So a lot of it just comes down to luck.
Why did he walk through the grass that time? Why didn't he walk around the grass? How is this happening?
PokeTuber reacts to not knowing how speedrunners do things. I question this stuff all the time too. I watch speedruns, like games done quick, when they do like a massive charity marathon, and they're just like doing backflips through things and doing things that I just don't understand. My tiny brain is melting because I can't quite comprehend the massive, incredible strategic strategy that it takes for someone to truly become a master of a game like that. Whereas I think of myself as a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I am merely a baby in the cradle, sucking his thumb, while the true gamers are the adults that are going at work all day, getting the money, putting the food on the table. Just, I sit that back and I say goo goo gaga.
Got no extra encounters on Route 1. He only got the one that he needed, which was you need 1 Pokemon to kill with your Squirtle so that it has enough XP to take out Brock. Next is Viridian Forest, where he got lucky and didn't get any extra encounters there.
How is he getting through all of this?
There's also a stretch of Mount Moon where he was able to go.
I was not expecting that.
Mount Moon is interesting because part of it is RNG manipulated, but part of it isn't. And the part that isn't, he got lucky and didn't get any wild encounters.
Well, this is a good run.
So this is already like an insane run. He's already gotten incredibly lucky on this run so far. It's looking really good, but you can get incredibly lucky on a run and still not get the world record. It's so well optimized.
Also the grass before Vermilion City, no encounters there. Other highlights of his early run are that he got a crit to 2-shot this Metapod here, which would have otherwise normally been a 3-shot.
Nice.
So what we're saying is this run was just blessed by God. It's, if there is a higher power up there, they looked down on this run and they said, Pokeguy 64, I bless you in this run. There will be no run better than this. You have my power within you today.
And then here he gets a crit to kill Voltorb. So here's where shit starts going from good to really good.
Yeah, boy.
So he basically has a really good rival fight on the SSN because his Nidoking gets put into 30 HP.
Nice. Yeah, this is great HP.
So the reason why it's good that he's in 30 HP is because it's a good setup for the Lieutenant Surge fight. In the Lieutenant Surge fight, he leads with Voltorb, which has a high likelihood, if not guaranteed, to use Sonic Boom and do exactly 20 HP, regardless of crits or anything. I don't even think it can crit.
That'll put him in red.
Nidoking takes that 20 damage, gets put in the red at 10 HP, and that's just a really good HP that sets him up for the rest of this split. So really good rival fight, which positions him perfectly for Voltorb. Again, so the name of the game is...
Dude, I would be so scared of misclicking. You see how fast he's like dangling with the controller? Dude, I would be so scared that I'm actually gonna click the wrong move or something like that. I mean, it's all muscle memory, I understand that, but it'd be so easy to just like flick downwards by accident and smack. And if you click the wrong move, it's just over. The run's over.
Hold red bar from Surge to Pokemon Tower. Now, normally if you don't get red health with Surge, you have to stall in Rock Tunnel with this Cubone in order to get him to the red. But because of the Surge fight, he can just skip right through that, doesn't have to stall, doesn't have to waste any time, can go directly through Rock Tunnel. And then again here, this next rival fight is another tough one. So fast forward to this rival fight, right? And this is actually a big run killer for him. Basically, rival blue leads Pidgeotto here. Pidgeotto can have quick attack. He needs the X accuracy so that he can Horn Drill. He gets critted here.
Crits!
Gets the Horn Drill. Luckily doesn't get quick attack. So the reason why he freaked out there, you saw him.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he didn't get quick attack there. They could have ended the run right there if they quick attacked. I wonder why the AI didn't do it.
Breathe a sigh of relief.
Oh my god. Woo! Jesus.
Because he took the crit quick attack, and if Pidgeotto quick attacked again there, the run would have been over. But he fortunately lucks out here. So this is the first potential run.
This run literally is blessed by God. Listen, I'm kind of an atheist. I don't think there is a higher power. This is changing my mind. Maybe there is.
That he avoided. So the crazy thing is, you can see from the timer, he's up like a minute 30. He doesn't have to do this Sylph bar strat. If he just played safe, he could have definitely clinched out world record just on execution alone. So fast forward to the Sylph Co.
But he said no. Pokey Guy said absolutely not. I'm not only going to win, I'm going to take this and I'm going to destroy the category once and for all. I'm going to claim it forever. Until the end of days, there will be no one that can dominate this category. No one that can ever be above me. It's not enough just to win. You have to make sure that everybody else loses forever.
And by the way, he goes up here as opposed to just going straight down because the rival actually walks so slow that it's faster for the rival to walk up to him, meet him here, and then walk straight to the right instead of the rival meeting him at the left or something and then having to walk all the way around.
That is so disgustingly specific. That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, they're minuscule time saves that we're making at this point. So we entered this rival fight, and you even see Amoeba UK, a fellow speedrunner, being the devil on his shoulder, saying, risk it all for the unbeatable time. And that's a
Wait, how do you get the unbeatable time though? What is I can't wait to see. What is he gonna do to get the unbeatable
exactly
time?
what he does, as you'll see. Now that we understand how red bar works, Sylph bar is basically, in this specific fight, you're up against a Gyarados and you try to tank a Hydro Pump without getting critted so that you get Nidoking into the red health. And then that's more time
that's
save.
scary,
so this
man.
is a super risky strat because not only do you need to dodge a Hydro Pump here, and you see he just used Poke Flute so that he could burn a free turn.
Oh,
so
dude, that's scary.
Here. But he's not even out of the woods yet. So after the rival fight, you might be thinking, oh, Giovanni's probably where things get tough for him. But no, it's actually right here, this rocket that has another mon that could end this whole run. So this Cubone could use Bone Club. It's a 1 out of 4 chance.
Get past this Cubone, dude. Just the Cubone. I fucking hate the Cubone. Please don't do this.
If this Cubone uses Bone Club, it straight up kills the entire run.
I mean, we know it's not gonna do it. We already know that. Yeah, we already know that the video got made, so it's not gonna do it.
Cubone goes Focus Energy, and the run is still alive. So he uses
Nice.
X accuracy, so he could KO Horn Drill with Drowsy, and also this Marowak. So another potential run killer that he avoided. And this is the fear of Sylph Bar. But again, this isn't even the last big risk to doing Sylph Bar.
Oh,
Okay,
there's something else here. We're gonna see the
fast
big boy
forward a
now.
bit to Koga Gym. Basically, Pokeguy's been holding red bar ever since Sylph Co. through the Safari Zone, and up until this trainer is the last big run killer if you do the Sylph Bar strat. It's not because of this Drowsy. This Drowsy will just die to Earthquake. That's outsped pretty easy. But it's this Hypno that if it uses Confusion, again, run is dead. It's not an Oko. So he uses Poison Gas.
dude.
You can see Pokeguy.
Dude, that is so risky, man. There is so many things that could go wrong here just to get like a little bit of time. I guess that saves you a minute over the entire run, and that's why they're able to get a minute faster of a run. But dude, that is so insanely
I breathe a
risky.
huge sigh of relief.
OMFG.
And he knows that he just blew the
So not only do you need the perfect run where you play completely perfectly, you execute perfectly, you also need the most insane luck in the world, and then you have to tempt fate by going even further into needing more luck to be able to run the whole thing, the whole shebang, avoid bone clubs, avoid confusions, you need to avoid crits, you need to avoid all that
this
just
run
so
out
we
of
get the
the
perfect
water.
run that's even
the rest
more
of the run just
perfect.
basically goes swimmingly, but that moment right there.
And after that, you need to continue to execute perfectly, knowing that you're on a potentially world record-inducing run with the pressure coming down on you like the weight of a god, with your palms being more sweaty than a 14-year-old in a women's locker room.
Was basically what confirmed this
This is
huge
insane.
world record. I mean, you gotta see this. Like, this is just him celebrating his huge dub. Chat's going crazy.
That's crazy.
144.03. Like, what the?
144.03, that's a minute faster than the last one. And we saw how locked and stagnant the world record progression was on this. It was 145 and there was like no way to get below 145. It's impossible. He just did a whole minute.
It's not a thing that was meant to happen. It's just
That's
doesn't make
insane.
sense.
Just crazy stuff. And then immediately after he has this huge Giga Chad moment, immediately gives the post commentary for this run.
All right, hello everybody. This is gonna be commentary. Pokemon Red, 80% glitchless in 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 3 seconds. I just
What a
got
Chad.
this run like a few hours ago. Oh, it just finished like an hour ago.
Link obviously will be down in the description if you want to check that out. But yeah, the question remains, is this new world record actually unbeatable? Pokeguy himself told me some things that he believes could be improved. He says the only things that really went bad were I missed a few ranges on Nugget Bridge, but this allowed him to get to red bar for Route 25, so not even bad. He got glared by Arbok in the Silphco fight, and he had one single blizzard miss on Lance, and he wasn't red bar when he was battling.
So the only way to improve on literal perfection is for you to maybe not miss Blizzard versus Lance in a 2-hour-long run. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
So really minor things. I don't know without some major breakthrough how you could possibly...
Without like tool-assisted playing or something like that, I think it's GG's, man. I think if you're a Pokemon Red runner and you're trying to get world record, it's kind of over for you. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. You could run this for another 6 years maybe, but I think this is it. I think we just witnessed the death of the Pokemon Red and Blue speedrunning. I think that's absolutely insane, and honestly, well deserved. That was an insane run. What an absolute legend. I'll leave the link for the original video in the description. Please go and subscribe to the original video creator. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to more patterrz because we're so close to 100,000 subscribers.